Yes.
So we stopped at I think this is where we had stopped. Let me see. So this is our data set. Okay, we finished entering variables. Okay, remember the variables are supposed to be entered in variable view, and then when we are done with variable view, we are supposed to go to data view, and then we enter data. How do we enter data? Of course, you are supposed to enter data according to the information you have from the questionnaire. So here, since this is gender and the male is 1, female is 2, so I'm going to enter data like this. Okay, just I'm going to be folding a little bit. Married, let me see. First one is married, then single, then divorced. Okay, can I enter 1, 2, 3? Okay, the education level. 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4. Then age, let me see the majority, 2 and 3. Okay. Then here, let me see, 1 and 2. Then here, it's going to be the same. The same. Going to be the same. Going to be the same. I want I can algorithm copy this. That can be out. So I've entered data for how many people? For 20 people. You can as well see here that the data I've entered is for 20 people. So I'm going to save changes. Now, so this is the data that you're supposed to be entering in this space. Okay. Remember, we entered variables this side and this side. We have entered that. So after entering that, of course, we are supposed to draw tables and charts to analyze. So how do we analyze? We are supposed to come here on top of here. You're going to click on the button for analyze. Okay, and then go to descriptive statistics. Just hold on in that. We're going to come here on analyze descriptive statistics, then click frequencies. Okay, and then you're going to highlight everything. Press Ctrl A. Highlight everything and then click on this arrow. Then the things that you have highlighted, they will come this side. And then click OK. So when you click OK, you find that it will have created a new table for you this side. Okay, and that is the table that I was talking about. Those are the tables that we want. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of them just like this. Okay, and then we enter them into chapter 4. So this is going to be a new page, just hold on a minute. So you come here and then you paste them there. Okay, but of course this first table is not supposed to be there. I'm just going to move it from there. This long table is not supposed to be there. Okay, so this is going to be name it as chapter 4. Okay, and I will save it here. Okay, so this is going to be chapter 4, and chapter 4 contains what we call data presentation, interpretation, and analysis. So that is what chapter 4 contains. Increase on the size so that you can see properly. So That is what we are going to be doing. Chapter 4 contains data presentation, can put it in red. Data interpretation, can put it maybe in green. Data analysis, I can leave it in black. So that is our chapter 4. But we have not yet finished interpreting. Okay, we are going to go back to our SPSS data. Okay, we are going to go back to our SPSS data where I used it is here. So we have drawn so far the frequency tables. So the other thing that you need to draw is supposed to be correlations and regressions. So how do you draw them? You need to first look for averages. Okay, for instance, you can see that bonuses, there are 5 statements. Okay, but you cannot look for relationship between bonuses and employee performance if you have 5 statements or 5 columns here. You need to add up all these and then divide by the number and then you get one column. Okay, and that column will contain the averages of all these 5 statements. We shall do the same for wages. We get one column for wages. Okay, we are going to add wage 1 plus wage 2 plus wage 3 plus wage 4 plus wage 5. Then we divide everything by 5 because these are 5 items. And then we get one column of wages. Then we shall also do the same for allowances. And then we're also going to do the same for performance, which is employee performance. Okay, and then when we get those columns that contain averages, that's when we're going to be able to compute for what? For correlations and regression. Okay, so let us do that without wasting any more time. We're going to go to we're going to go to transform, compute variable, and then we're going to start with bonuses. So let us call it maybe bonuses. Okay, then come here on the numeric expression, put down brackets, and then we add the things. Okay? The bonuses start from here. We're going to say bonus 1 plus bonus 2 plus bonus 3 plus bonus 4 plus bonus 5. Okay, click outside the bracket, everything divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, divided by 5. Okay, because these are 5 items, so you're supposed to divide by 5. If they are 10, divide by 10. If they are 7, divide by 7. Okay, and then you click OK. So when you click OK and go back to our data, just hold on a minute. We say after doing that, we are going to go back to transform, compute variable, and then this time since we are done with bonuses, okay, we have finished bonuses. Now let us go to allowances. Okay, there are 5 columns also. We are going to add them together, and then we get divided by the total number of items, and then we get one column. Go transform, compute. Then here we're going to put wages new, and then here we are going to put double brackets. Wages start from where? They start from here. Push it there plus another one, push it there plus another one, push it there plus another one, push it there plus another one. You push it there, then everything divided by 5. Then the answer will be, when you come back here, you find that it has created another column. Okay, so that's how we get averages. Okay, we are going to go back to transform, compute variable. Since we are done with wages, now let us put allowances. Allowances new. Okay, move everything here, put down brackets. Allowances, where do they begin from? Let me see this one. It's allowance 1, yes, plus allowance 2, plus allowance 3, plus allowance 4, plus allowance 5. Okay, then everything divided by 5 because these are 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then you click OK. So when you click OK, then and you go back to this side, you find that it has created another column for allowances. Now we have calculated for averages of bonuses, wages, and allowance. Now we're going to do performance. You go to that, you go transform, compute variable, and then you click perform, new, okay, and then you're going to put double brackets, okay, and then perform new, where the performances, I think they begin from here. Performance only, so performance, I think this one, plus plus performance 2, plus performance 3, plus performance 4, plus performance 5, then close brackets, okay, plus performance 5, then you close brackets, then everything divided by 5, and then you click OK. So when you click OK and go back here, you find that it has created another column. So you can see that now we have 4 new columns. There's the column for bonuses new, the column for wages new, the column for allowances new, the column for performance new. Okay, now what are we going to do here? How do we calculate for correlations or regressions? Let us start with correlation. You need to go to analyze, correlate by variate. Then you're going to scroll down this side and look for bonuses and performance, because you want to correlate bonuses and performance. Push them this side and then click OK. So you get a table like this. You copy it and then you come and paste it where? Paste it at the end of your work here. Okay, we are going to go back to our spaces. Okay, and then go back to analyze, correlate by variate, push these ones back. Now we're going to take wages and performance. Performance. You push them this side and then click OK. And then you get also another table like this, copy it, and then you come and paste it here. And then after that, we are going to go back to our spaces data. Okay, our data. Go to analyze, correlate by variate, first highlight these ones, push them back. Now we're going to take allowances new and performance new, push them on that arrow, and then click on the, when you click, you get a table like this. You shall copy that table and paste it there. Now, those are the 3 tables for correlation. This is correlation for bonuses, correlation for wages, and correlation for allowances. Now we're remaining with one table, which is regression. Okay, so how do we get that table? We're going to go back to our data, go to analyze. This time we are not going to correlate, we are going to go to regression, then we click linear. Okay, and then when you do that, you get a table like this, and then here you're supposed to put dependent variable, and here you put independent variables. Then these ones don't touch, you don't put anything here. Even here, you're not supposed to touch anything. Okay, so what is our dependent variable? Our dependent variable is performance. Then independence, you can see there is S, meaning that they are many. So we are going to highlight all these independent variables and push them here, and then you click OK. So when you click OK, it will give you 4 tables. There is this table, there is this table, this table, this table. But for me, when I'm interpreting, I take the coefficient table. Some people interpret ANOVA table, some people interpret model summary table. So it depends, but for me, I interpret coefficient table, the table for coefficient. Copy it, and then you also do what? Just exercise. So that is how you're supposed to be doing what? That's how you're supposed to be getting the tables. Okay. For those that do you have a question before I go to something else?
No, I don't have question.
Okay. So after that, I'm going to be interpreting. I'm going to be doing chapter 4. What does chapter 4 contain? Chapter 4 contains data presentation, interpretation, and analysis. Okay, those are 3 things: data presentation, data interpretation, and analysis. Now, what is data presentation? Data presentation refers to these tables. Okay, tables, charts, figures, that's data presentation. Then interpretation is you explain what you have in the table. Okay, saying that this, the male are these, the female are this, the percentage is this. So that is interpreting, that is interpretation. Then analysis is you identifying the majority and then you give the reason why. Okay, so let me do on the side I told it. Okay, something like that. So, and remember when you're starting any new chapter, you're supposed to begin with what? Introduction. Okay, and then of course, after doing that, is under this introduction, we're supposed to be explaining what this chapter contains. Okay, we're going to say that this chapter contains data presentation, comma, interpretation, and analysis. Okay, and after that, you go to 4.1, demographic characteristics of responding. Characteristics of responding. Okay, like that. So when you do that, under demographic characteristics of respondents, of course, the first one is gender. Okay, I'm going to put a caption here. How do you put a caption? We are going to go to review. Is it review? Let me see. I think it's not review. Is it references? And to see, yes, references. Then you click insert caption. Okay, then this time round you are going to come here and then look for table 4 points, because we're in chapter 4, so all the tables should start table 4 points. If they are in chapter 3, then you can set table 3 points. Okay, something like that. And then you can copy this heading and bring it up there. Okay, and then this can go away. Then you're going to press source. Finally done. Yes. Now, this whole thing is what we call data presentation. Let me put it in red. Okay, all this table, the whole table represents data presentation. Now, what is data interpretation? Data interpretation is you explaining what you have in the table. And when you're explaining or when you're interpreting, you're supposed to interpret 2 columns. This column and this column, okay, together with the items, of course. Okay, don't interpret valid percent, automatic percent, because these two are not important. By the way, some people even delete them from there. If you want, you can leave them there, but you don't interpret them. Okay, so how to interpret? You are going to say, for instance, the table 4.1 above. Don't mention the number. Don't say table above. You have to mention the number, table 4.1 above, table 4.2 above. Shows that the frequency of 13, which is equivalent to 65% of the respondents were male, and then 7, which is equivalent to 35% of the respondents were female. Now, full stop. Now, that is what we call interpretation. We have finished interpretation. Okay, but we have not finished everything. Okay, we have done presentation, which is this one. We have also done interpretation, which is this one. Now, the last one is analysis. Analysis, I've told you that you need first identify the majority. Okay, look at this table and identify the majority. The majority, of course, is 13, which is the same as 65. So, meaning that the majority were what? Were men. Okay, so you have to say that this implies that the majority of the exponents were male, and then give the reason why. And this indicates, or this is because, indicates that most of the, maybe the clients of Sarama Bank, because remember, most of the people filling the questionnaire, they are the clients. Sarama Bank were men who had businesses. Okay, so something like that. So this last part is what you call analysis. Okay, so that is what you're supposed to be doing for each and every table. You present the data in the table, which is data presentation. You interpret the data by explaining what you have here, and then you also identify the majority and give the reason why. Okay, after that, you go ahead to another one. Go to references, that caption, table 4.2. Let me increase on the side so that you can see where. So this one is for marital status. Okay, I'm going to remove this space. And then down here, suppose put source. Below each and every table, you're supposed to put source, primary data. Okay, then interpret. You're going to say the table 4.2 above shows that you're supposed to say 9, which is equivalent to 45%. You're supposed to start with frequency outside the bracket, and then what you put inside the bracket is the percentage. Okay, don't do the other way around. Okay, then you say of the respondents, because these are not cows or hens, these are respondents, these are people. Okay, we are married. Then you say 11, which is equivalent to 55% respondents. We are single. Now that is what? That is data interpretation. You can even put it in green. Okay. This is in red because that is data presentation. Now, what is the last one? The last one is analysis. How do you analyze? You start by saying that this implies the majority, you identify the majority of the respondents. They are single. Now, give the reason why. This indicates that most of the bank clients of Sarama Bank were still young. They are still young and not married. Okay, because most of the people filling our questionnaire were clients, so that's why we are saying that most of them were still young. So you are supposed to give a reason why. If let's say the majority say yes, you're supposed to give a reason why they say yes. If the majority disagree, you have to give a reason why they disagree. If the majority were married, you have to give a reason why the majority of the people were married. So that is an answer. Okay, and in most cases, the supervisor is interested in analysis, not any other thing else, not anything else. Okay, after that, we are going to go to another item. We do it like that. This is the education. Okay, and then we can copy the education, bring it up there. Okay, and then can just put source down here. Okay, and then you say that the table 4.3 above shows that the frequency of 3 is equivalent to 15%. The exponents at certificate level, 5, the frequency of 5, which is equivalent to 25%. The exponents at diploma level, frequency of 10, which is equivalent to 50%. The exponents at the bachelor's degree level, and then 2, which is equivalent to 10%. The exponents at master's level. Okay. Now, after that, you can put a full stop because that is interpretation. Okay. That is interpretation. Okay. After that, we are going to go to analysis. How do we analyze? Start by saying that this implies. Okay. When you analyze, you have to start the paragraph statement by saying this implies. If you don't start like that, the supervisor cannot know that you are analyzing. This implies that the majority of the respondents were bachelor's degree level. Give the reason why, and this indicates that most of the bank clients of Sarama Bank were average educated. Now, assuming that most of the people who filled in the questionnaire were students, yes, you have to give the reason why the people that filled in the questionnaire were students. Okay, and in case most of the people who filled in the questionnaire were students, of course, students of campus, maybe the majority, some of them can be degree. Okay, maybe if the students were for primary, then you're supposed to put primary level here. Okay, so you put these responses depending on the audience that you have. Okay, and then after that, we are going to put age. We're also going to do the same thing. Okay, that's the same thing. Right. So we can copy all this, bring it up there. Okay, then after that, copy this one, then bring it down there. Now, after that, then you start interpreting the same thing. Okay, just hold on a minute. Continue, guys. Let us continue. How to interpret this? You're going to say that the table 4.4 above shows or indicates that frequency of food is equal to 10%. Moment. Comma, for is equivalent to 10%. Then you can say 60 equivalent 30 years, 30%. Correspondence. Interpretation. Finished interpretation. Okay, then after that, analysis. We're going to say this implies that the majority of the respondents were between 21 to 30 years. Of course, you can see that this is the majority. Okay, and then you need to give the reason why. Okay, then you can say, and this indicates that most of the bank clients, because they're the ones who fill in the questionnaires, they are in the age adults, and hence had sufficient information about the study topic. Okay, something like that. Okay, then after that, you're going to start the section. Now, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, this is the first part of the questionnaire. Remember, chapter 4 is the questionnaire. You're supposed to answer the questionnaire. Okay, so that is what you're supposed to be doing. But in some universities, for instance, gender, education, age, all these things are usually combined in one table. For instance, if you're studying from KIU, you're supposed to combine all these tables into one table. But if you're studying from other universities, apart from KIU only, other universities, you leave them in individual tables. But if you're in KIU, you're supposed to combine all the tables into one table and then do interpretation and analysis together. Do all these things together. Okay, but all these tables are supposed to be combined into one table. That is if you're studying from KIU. Okay. Otherwise, I think I'm going to stop there. Then on Friday, I'm going to complete it. I don't know whether I'll be able to start another chapter. Okay. Otherwise, if you have questions, you can ask. So those that you have any question, if there is anything that is not understood, you can ask me.
No.
Okay. So I think we're going to stop here. So we shall be resuming on Wednesday, same time, same place. Meanwhile, I'm going to put a message in the group. These people have not attended, people have not paid the balance. I'm going to move them from the group because I want people who are serious. I think for those of you are doing revision, right?
What?
For you are doing revision, not so?
Yes.
Yes, you are doing revision. Okay. All right, then see you on Friday. On Wednesday, rather.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.